It's a great time again to be here, and we have another question to address on the same issue of prayer. And I believe this person must have been trying to um, get better at prayer. And then, there was a time you told us that if you want to ask for your daily bread, at least you ask in the morning. So I believe this must have been one of the reasons why this person asked this question. And the question is that he asks that what do I do to wake up early enough to be able to pray? Possibly this person have difficulties in getting up early to stay in the place of prayer. It happens to a number of persons too, like that, wanting to rise early to spend some good time in prayer. And then also there was a time he told us about how Jesus will rise up very early to go to a place where he can actually commune with God even before he will start his daily activities. So possibly this person needs help in this. So we'd like you to actually address
Yeah,
this.
that's a very good question again. And people wanting to wake up early to pray, I attach a lot of importance to morning prayer
Okay.
because that's the best way to start your day.
Hmm.
And I always call the morning prayer the best of all the prayers, just like your breakfast is
Wow.
the best of your meals.
Mm-hmm.
If you miss your breakfast, you have missed something great. So
Wow.
don't miss your morning prayer. And so
Okay.
this person has written and is asking, what do I do to wake up early? And that's a very good question. And I think it's a question in the heart of many of us as well.
Mm-hmm.
Every one of us wants to wake up early because we have seen in the Bible all the great men in the scriptures are early risers.
Mm.
Every one of them rose up early in the morning. Moses, Gideon, all the prophets, Elijah, Joshua, all those who did exploit for God woke up early enough
Okay.
to do what God called them to do.
Mm.
And of course, if you wake up to do what God called you to do, the first on your list of priorities is prayer.
Okay.
If you wake up late, honestly speaking, you have lost a good part
Important.
of the day.
Mm.
If you discover repeatedly you wake up late, so late that you hardly have enough time to
Prayer.
pray and to seek the face of God
Mm.
before stepping out for your daily work. So it's important you ensure you wake up early
Okay.
every day. Now, if you want to wake up early, you have to go to bed early.
Mm.
I think there's an adage like that. Early to bed
Early to
is
rise.
early to rise. If you go to bed early, you will wake up early. It's a principle. If you go to bed early, you wake up early.
Early. Okay.
But if you see somebody who goes to bed 9 p.m.
Mm.
and is waking up 7 a.m., he was early to bed, but late to rise. That's a special case. It's a problem. I've seen some people like that, some Christians like that. Even when they go to bed early, they still wake up late.
Wow.
It's an issue that must be solved.
You could be dreaming about angels.
Well, whatever is dreaming of, if you go to bed early and you repeatedly go to bed early and you see yourself waking up late, something is wrong.
Wrong. Okay.
Something is wrong. It's probably you have trained yourself to sleep too much. Because
Wow.
whatever you train your body to do, that's what your body will
What do
do.
we do? Okay.
Paul said, I put my body under. I control my body. I control my sleep.
Mm.
I control my anger.
Mm.
I control my utterances. There are things
Mm.
you must be able to control. And one of the things you should be able to control in your life is your sleep.
Mm.
When you go to sleep, when you wake up, you should have control over these two.
Wow.
Don't just live your life carelessly. You go to bed whenever you like. You wake up whenever you like. That's not a good lifestyle of a great person.
Mm.
A great person is principled about waking up and about sleeping.
Okay.
You don't go to bed I go to bed anytime I feel like. That's not good enough. I wake up anytime I feel like waking up. That's not good enough.
Okay.
Even students in boarding schools have a time they go to bed, light out, and they have a time they must wake up. Sportsmen have a time they go to bed, they have a time they wake up. Businessmen have a time they go to bed, they have a time they wake up. Chief executive officers. So while you're a Christian and you go to bed anytime, you sleep anytime, you wake up anytime, that's not good enough. So if you go to bed early, it is expected you wake up early. So learn to go to bed early. Don't watch television till late in the night and you still want to wake up 5 a.m. or 4 a.m. You are joking. You are deceiving yourself. You are going to bed 1 a.m., 2 a.m. and not as if you were praying that made you to go to bed late. You are on Facebook, chatting on WhatsApp, on TikTok, on Instagram. You are on social media all through the night and you still want to wake up in the morning. It doesn't work that way. And you still want to wake up early in the morning. It doesn't work that way. Go to bed early if you want to wake up early. That's one. Number two, if you go to bed early and you still discover you are not waking up, why not talk to somebody to wake you up? If you have somebody who is your roommate, maybe your wife, your husband, who wakes up early, why not talk to him or her to please wake you up whenever he or she is up? Or if you don't use that, why not use alarm clock to wake yourself up? If you train your body to wake up early, you will wake up early. In fact, if you have well trained your body to wake up early, even if you go to bed at 2 a.m., if you have trained this body to wake up 4 a.m., after 2 hours sleep, you will be awake. Because that is what you have trained your body to accommodate. Praise God. Then, anytime you sleep, have a maximum hours you sleep. 6 hours today, 10 hours tomorrow. It's not good. Be regular. Be regular with your lifestyle. Be definite with your lifestyle.
Okay.
I know the number of hours I sleep every day in 24 hours. Constant. I know when I'm not sleeping enough and I need to have more sleep. And I know whenever I want to sleep too much, I know. But that's very rare. So you must have a time you go to bed. You must have a time you wake up. You must know the number of hours you spend in sleep.
Okay.
And if early morning prayer is important to you, you better make sure you wake up latest by 5 a.m. If you are still on your bed by 5 a.m., something is wrong. If you are not awake by 5 a.m., by 5:30, something is wrong. If I wake up 5:30, I've woken up too late.
Wow.
I've woken up too late. I like my wife. I like her style. My wife wakes up not later than 4:30. If she wakes up 4:30 that month, for her, that's too late. That's what she has developed over the years.
Wow. When
we're still raising our children. And she had to be up early in the morning to ensure they eat before, all of those, to prepare them for school. And she has gotten so used to that. So she wakes up very early. So train yourself to wake up early to prepare for the day. Prepare in prayer. Prepare in Bible study. Prepare your activities of the day. Every day before I step out of my house, I have my to-do list. Sometimes I write it a day before.
Wow.
I write it the previous day. Everything I'm going to do throughout that day is already written down. And as I execute them, I tick them one after the other. And I keep looking at the list from time to time to see which one I'm yet to do so that I can do them. Everybody I must call, to call, I put them on that list. Everyone I need to reply, I put them on the list. Every message I have to prepare, I put them on the list. Everywhere I have to go, I put them on the list. To fuel my car, if there's nobody to help me to do that, I put it on the list. Everything I want to do, I put it on the list. And each person I want to call to do something for me, they are on the list. Plan your time. And I do that every morning. So by the time you are waking up too late, you have lost the day. So if you want to wake up early, go to bed early. If you want to wake up early, plan it so, think it so, prepare it so, and commit it to God's hands. Look, God can wake you up.
Okay.
There are several times, I can't count them. Several times I've woken up and I know this is not natural. God has just woken me up. If you wake up every day, it's God waking you up. But I'm talking about when you discover that you still need more sleep and you wake up early enough, it's God. There are times I feel somebody tapping me early in the morning and I wake up. And I get that must be an angel of the Lord saying, it's time to wake up, servant of God. And I wake up. Sometimes I hear a knock, as if there is a knock on the door, and I wake up and I know this is God waking me up. Sometimes I hear someone calling my name and I wake up and know it's time to wake up. If you feel pressed to go to the toilet at the time you're supposed to wake up, that's God waking you up. Go wake up. Don't go to the toilet and go back to sleep. Wake up.
Wow.
Wake up. So if you ask God to wake you up, he wakes you up. He does that.
Okay.
God keeps appointment. If you have an appointment with God, God will keep that appointment with you. He will just know, my son, it's time to pray. It's time to seek my face. And if you make it a habit of your life, great men wake up early. Great men plan their day early. Great men don't step out of their house without having an appreciable time to pray, to study, and to plan for the day. So don't use, especially when you have spent your night on frivolities, especially when you have spent your night watching films that are not putting any good thing on your life, especially when you have spent your night on social media. Social media is good, but some people don't know. They abuse it. Some people abuse it. They spend so much time on it than is required by them. And their time is wasted. If Christians spend as much time as they spend on social media with God, they will live a better life. In fact, the quality of their lives will improve. Not the quality of their spiritual life alone, the quality of the quality of their entire life will be better if they spend more time with God, more time with the Bible, more time in prayer, more time in planning. So when you wake up, you're supposed to wake up and be smart. You're supposed to wake up and be mentally alert. But when you wake up and you are tired, you wake up and you are fainting, you wake up and you are weary, you wake up and you are weak, something is wrong. You've not had enough sleep. You've not had enough rest. Each one of us is expected to wake up to a new day with new strength and vitality. You should wake up every day with new strength. So when each time you wake up, you are tired, you are weak. How do you spend your night? How do you spend your evenings?
So, okay, so how about people that walk into the night most times? Like this age and time that we're in now, we have a lot of young persons that they possibly do some works on their system.
That's true. That's
data
true.
analysis and a lot of things.
Great.
So some people say they are night owls, some people say they are early birds.
Oh, yeah.
So there are some people that constantly, it's just their own lifestyle. They just
if that is the lifestyle you have
walk
developed,
late into
why
the
do
night.
you want to worry yourself about waking up early then? If you work till 2 a.m., 3 a.m., there's no point worrying yourself about waking up 5 a.m., 6 a.m. again. Because that's the life you have chosen to live, and that is the time that is mostly productive for you.
Okay.
So why not make use of that to do your own prayers, to do your own study?
Okay.
All right? And some are more active between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. in the afternoon. If that is the time, you see, everybody has his own peculiar time schedule.
Okay.
Why not follow your own pattern? Based on your job, based on your daily activities.
Okay.
If that, follow the pattern that best suits your activities for the day.
Wow.
And don't try to be somebody else.
Okay.
There are some, their best time to work is between 9 p.m. and 2 a.m.
Mm.
You don't come asking for them 6 a.m. They are sleeping. And don't think they are lazy. They are not lazy. But that is their own time. So plan your time. Plan your schedule based on your work.
Okay.
Based on your work. And such people should not worry about waking up early because they have a different time schedule for themselves. But if you're like me, who is dynamic with the use of time, there are times I sleep late because I'm also an author. Sometimes I write more in the night.
Oh.
Sometimes when I write in the day, because maybe I have no visitor and I've shut in myself and I have time to write. So each person must look at his work. What's the nature of your work? What do you do? If the nature of your work is that you have a lot of private times to yourself, why not do that? Why not spend your night doing that? Why not lock up yourself in the office and don't allow anybody to disturb you? Plan your schedule according to the work you do. For me to write as I do, I publish 45 books. This year alone, I published 3 books.
Wow.
So I have to spend my night very well. And I have to wake up early to spend my day very well as well. So I am dynamic about the use of time. I don't limit myself to a particular pattern, even though I have different patterns.
Okay.
Variety is the spice of life, they say.
Yes,
so I'm dynamic because I want to keep. There are times I do night prayers. There are times I'm so good in early morning prayers. There are times I'm good in late evening prayers. I'm dynamic. There are times it's in the afternoon. I call it midday prayers.
Oh.
You must be dynamic. Life must not be boring. Thank you.
Wow, thank you so much, sir. That's very wonderful. To the person that asked the question, I believe you have been well taught on how to actually manage your time. Just spoke about being dynamic, knowing what works for you, your job, your career, and everything. It will help you to be able to plan your time effectively. And I know God is going to help you. Thank you so much for your time and for the answers you provided, sir. God bless you. So stay tuned with us. We'll keep dropping videos for you to learn more and to get better in the place of prayer. God bless you. All right.